Yeah, I don't know if they were having problems beforehand.
Who? Your psychologist?
Yeah, jumped off a balcony into a wood chipper. I mean, up until then, I thought the guy was fine, but I don't know.
He
I
shouldn't
don't
have
know.
had you. He shouldn't have had you as his only client.
No, he
That
got
was
too
probably
deep.
not. Yeah.
No, it's terrible. And also, we were talking on headphones. That's why my voice was right in his brain, and then my brain was talking to his brain, and he couldn't take it. Off a two-story balcony into a wood chipper.
Damn.
Terrible incident. Cottage
Wow.
country, though, is nice.
What a
Gina,
way
how
to
you doing?
start! What a way to start episode 5 or episode 4 of season 5, whatever this is.
I think it's episode 4. In fact,
Aren't we doing this season as a prequel? I was told this was a prequel.
Is that why we seem so disorganized?
Yeah.
Gina, what's going on? We missed you last week. How was the golf show?
Sorry. It was good. Yeah. It was smaller than I thought it would be. But I think the biggest yet. Like it's definitely grown over the years. I haven't been other years, but this is just from what I heard about it. And yeah, like they had like a bunch of different like Strixon and Cobra and like TaylorMade had bays set up where you could hit balls, which was kind of cool, and like try out clubs. Lots of like shirts and shoes and pants and stuff all for sale, which was kind of cool. Not as much like, I don't know, it's tough. Like I was with my friend she's a lady and also she's left-handed. And so
she's
for her,
a lady.
So for her, it was like a little tough to find, like there's not like many left-handed
clubs.
I see.
Yeah, because the golf industry is racist against lefties.
They honestly are. In fact, we met with this company and they do left-handed gloves. Like that's their whole thing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and they were so excited to meet her.
Being that they're right-handed.
What?
Isn't it? Don't we wear our don't I wear the glove on my left hand?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
so
yeah,
naturally,
right hand.
It would stand to reason that lefties wear it on the opposite.
You're right, Monty. You're right.
That was a real brain teaser from Monty there.
Well, because I'm like honestly, I don't know what hand I wear my glove on. I don't have my glove. I don't. Those aren't the kind of things I recollect. Like, what hand do I wear the glove on? I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What am I, a glove historian?
No, you just like blew my brain out when you said that. I was like, wait. It's like slowly processing. No, it's very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah. Well, hey, can I throw this out there? Guys, can we do a theme song for our for the podcast called "Left-Handed Lady"? I think we're missing that in the lexicon of Earth.
I mean, we could have a theme song for our podcast, but considering we haven't even done an intro for our podcast in about 14 episodes, I think we're really missing something there.
Left-handed lady.
There's also not guests anymore. Like we're taking out elements instead of adding more.
Yeah. And I'm not sure it's getting better. It's
we're taking out golf as a topic. Yeah, that's true.
It's this weird thing where we just start mid-conversation.
Yeah.
And what a way to start.
Well, I do have a golf related, now that I've been talking about the golf show, there was one circumstance I wanted to tell you guys about. So Julie and I went, I was like a Sunday morning.
Julie being the left-handed lady.
Left-handed
lady.
Monty, who is she?
Left-handed lady.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're making the song as we go.
Yeah, by the end we'll have a full song, I feel like.
Yeah.
Anyway, so her and I, we didn't even think of this, but I guess we stood out like a sore thumb because it was a lot of guys.
Sure.
Right? And anyway, we're looking at clubs, blah, blah, blah. And then we haven't been there more than 2 minutes, I would say. And this guy goes, wow, they're letting women on golf courses now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And it was just this immediate, like, we're like, wow, that was like a time record. Like,
damn,
holy. Yeah. So
that's
there's that.
wild.
It's kind of, it was crazy. And then she was swinging clubs, and she has a really nice swing. And then,
of course it is. She's left-handed. It's a nice swing right off the bat. It starts off as a nice swing.
Doesn't finish as a nice swing.
Well, I mean, left-handed swings are the prettiest there are.
Wow.
Is it known for being a pretty swing?
I think other lefties like myself, we would.
Daryl's just big upping
say
himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these are not facts. I would say they're not facts.
This is propaganda. This is propaganda.
Yes.
Anyway, and then the guy standing next to me were like, is she a pro? And I was like, no, she doesn't have to be. The defensive part of it is like, she doesn't have to be a pro to just competently swing.
Right.
Like, what do you guys think about that? I don't know. I'm curious to hear like a male perspective. Like, they were genuinely reacting to her swing, but it's just like, God, I wish it wasn't. I wish it was. We didn't stand out like that.
It sounds like it's sort of something I experienced the other day. I'm hosting at Absolute all week, and this comic went up, and he was an Italian guy, and his first name is literally Guido, and he had unbuttoned his dress shirt down to like the belly button and had a massive chain, no irony like whatsoever. And his material was like, oh, in my day when it said I blew a tranny, that mean I had to go to the mechanic. Like, the jokes were like that, and the audience actually laughed. And we were in the back like, did we take a time machine to like 1989?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening right now? There was no irony whatsoever. And it sounds like that's what you were experiencing. Like, just a bunch of men in a room being like, we're men. Let's hit on these ladies. And, if one of them has any morsel of talent, they must be a pro.
Right. Yeah. And they were older gentlemen, like all of them that said these things. And I didn't get the feeling like they were even hitting on us. It was just their initial reaction upon seeing us was like, whoa, women.
Yeah.
Well, how old are they?
Like our age.
Approximately.
Like boomers or like our age?
Yeah, like really old, like your age. Yeah.
Oh,
Gina.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what a shot.
Wow,
Left-handed lady. Cut so deep. Left-handed slashes.
Making me weep.
There you go.
Wow.
I was waiting for it. I don't know. They're probably.
I mean, let's be honest. These guys are probably the only women they talk to are their wives and the servers at the golf courses.
Yeah.
So they don't know how to talk to a woman.
That's very true.
But you know what? I can say from my personal experience that I'm certainly one of the most oblivious people walking around the earth.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't find it unusual that a woman would be golfing. Even from my golf from the early 90s, there was women golfing then. It doesn't like blow my mind. Like if I saw a woman golfing anywhere, I wouldn't be like, what the hell's going on?
Right.
Maybe if she had a really good swing, I'd be like, wow, she seems like she could really golf. I wouldn't then assume she's a pro either. Like if you're on a par 3 and it's 150 yards and she hit it on the green, I wouldn't be like, you must be you must be one of the best of all time.
Right.
I'd be just like, oh, that's a good shot. She's good. So I think they're a little bit out of touch.
They're out of touch. Exactly. I agree with you. It's not it, and that's where my head's at now with golf. It's not like I think it's such an anomaly that I'm a woman who golfs. Like there are a lot of women, but maybe I don't know that because there's 2 of us and we were together. Maybe it's because we didn't have men with us. Something was crazy about it.
That's what I was going to say is I sort of half wish Jeff was there but you don't need to go to a place with Jeff just to, have protection or someone but I would like to see a 6'8" guy looming over a 70-year-old fucking bigot asshole. That would be fantastic to me. Not that Jeff is aggressive in any way, but that would be amazing.
No, it's true that he's intimidated people just by standing up. Like he'll start a fight or like the people arguing, and then he'll just stand up, and the guy's like, "Oh no!" I think that's fun to watch. Yeah.
Well, I don't. But those guys are probably just trying to, like, not even hitting on anyone. They're just probably trying to say things.
Interact. Yeah. Right. No, I know exactly.
Yeah. but a lot weird things to say.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's more social awkwardness, perhaps. Like an older man doesn't know necessarily how to speak to women these days.
I'm lucky that I would come at my social awkwardness from a different direction, where if I saw you two walking towards me at the golf show, I probably would have ran.
Oh, I'd pay to see that.
Some of that classic Daryl Purvis charm just oozing through.
He just went, and then I was gone.
Did you get anything? Did you get any swag? Did you get anything free? Nothing?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
Damn.
I know. They had these bags at the front. And it's like, oh, how much swag are we gonna get? And then it just kind of wasn't like that. Like there was a lot of sales. Like discounts for sure. If you were wanting to buy, if you're like, oh, I want a new driver, like that, it probably would have been a good place to go try one out and then get a discount.
Right.
And there are a lot of different companies doing cool new things. I liked that, but it wasn't that sort of the dominating. The main vibe was just like, this is how golf has always been. Even though there are cool new innovative companies doing things.
I don't know that I'd actually go to a specific brand to get fitted for anything, because their incentive is just to sell you on their brand. That's why, like when I got fitted, and Monty too, is it was brand agnostic. Basically, it was just which clubs do you hit the best, right? I don't know that I'd go to like a tailor-made booth and trust that their actual clubs were the right ones for me.
I'd go to the Costco booth for sure.
Would you? Yeah.
And make sure their clubs and balls were the best for me.
Sure. Of course.
If you're like enough of like, if you're into the technical aspect of golf so much, or the equipment aspect, like I'm not really, but like if you know that TaylorMade just came out with a new driver and you were like, oh my God, it's got this new element to it, I gotta try it. Like I could see like real gearheads doing that kind of thing.
But Daryl, going back to your point earlier about the nature of this
running
podcast,
away from women. Oh,
no,
sorry.
I did listen to an episode of the Flagstick podcast. We had Scott McLeod on, I believe, in either season 1 or season 2. And it's a really great podcast. I'm going to listen to it more. But I was like, oh, this is what a golf podcast is. Interesting. Yeah, that's not what we do at all. Not that we're intending to do it, but we're very much golf adjacent, I'll say.
Yeah, I get what you mean, because they probably break down like all the latest technology and probably news as well.
There's probably a reason why so many of our guests, once we were done, would be like, oh, this is so much more fun than other golf podcasts.
Maybe.
There's
maybe.
you know.
I mean, we're all comedians, you know what I mean? Like I think there's that element of it too. It's like we are, like you guys especially, are friends that like to golf, that happen to do a golf podcast. Like I think it's just different. It's just different content.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
I used to do a podcast on minor oil changes and various other automotive things, and you know, I was listed many years for being the most entertaining you know, lube and tune-up oil podcast maybe of all time. Because I did not ever talk about oil changes. That was the key. I don't really know what's going on. You know, one time I put windshield wiper fluid in my radiator, and that was a mistake.
Yeah, I believe you had a female co-host, and the podcast was called Mr. and Mrs. Lube.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a coconut oil related podcast. Coconut oil will solidify in the cold though, so that is a bad move radiator wise.
Yeah, I did see though. Did you see on Instagram? Past multiple guests, Nick Reynoldson posted a pic from the golf course today. I don't know if they're at Four Seasons or what, but it's like what 11 degrees today and February 9th, and he was on the golf course.
Oh, he's probably been out a bunch of times, I bet you.
Oh yeah, I went for a walk today in just like a light jacket, and I was sweating by the time I got home.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I walked around Trinity Bellwoods Park. It was so awesome. Loved it.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know, global warming gets a lot of grief, you know.
Sure.
And it's hard to really stand here in Canada and say this sucks.
Well, I mean, the best part is we're all older, Gina accepted, but we're all going to die before the worst happens. So it's okay. We can enjoy it. Hopefully. Yeah. I mean, if you're talking in the next 15 years, But
if all of us just don't have kids, then really there's no consequences.
We're on track.
I mean, we're doing well. The four of us.
We're doing well. It's amazing that this podcast has sterilized us like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the electronics or whatever, but
Wait, didn't we agree, the three of us, that we were going to get fixed before we started this podcast? Because I did. I thought you guys were in this with me.
Well, I was going to get fixed. I listened to Monty's podcast to figure out how to get fixed.
It's quite a ride. I tell you, because I went to the doctor recently, a fertility doctor, and he told me all my jizz is dead. And I was like, it's dead? And he's like, yeah, man, it's dead jizz. And I'm like, come on.
Oh, and he said jizz. That's
that's so professional. Did he say your jizz was dead or his? When he said all my jizz is dead.
I don't know. I just heard dead jizz, and I blacked out after that. I don't even know what happened. I believe it was in response to me. I was like, is my jizz good? He's like, it's dead jizz. I was like, oh, come on.
You know what
how am I going to tell my left-handed lady? Bad news, baby. Jizz dead.
Sorry, Mrs. Lube.
The weird thing about being from the East Coast, jizz could mean a whole different thing. Like, just guys get here earlier. Or where did you get? Yeah, you know what I mean. It's weird.
Oh, you guys are jizz mouth there. No, I didn't know.
Yeah, those are the deep woods people. Yeah, for sure, bud.
Did you speak like that? Did you?
Don't I speak like it now?
Not really. Just
this is basically what I've always had. But when I get drunk, people really think I'm Irish when I'm not in Canada.
Right.
So yeah, even Irish people ask me what part of Ireland I was from the last time I was in the UK. So
really?
No, yeah, for real.
That's fun.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's fun. I mean, I found it embarrassing. I feel.
I don't know. Women find the Irish accent very attractive. So I think you could.
Well, that's why I drink so much, to bring out the Irish.
That's when you start talking to the ladies. That's if you were like eight deep when you went to the golf show, you'd be like, hello there, ladies. I can't do an Irish accent. Top of the morning to you.
It was pretty good.
Was that what that was?
I don't know, well, something like that. Yeah, it's a northern Britain. Hello there, ladies. Top of the morning to you.
It's really bad, Monty.
I don't know what that accent is. I can't really place it. I can't even compare it to anything.
The world would be my oyster if I could do accents. I could do accents from all around the world, and you wouldn't know where I'm from, but I can't pull it off.
Well, you know what, though? If you did that accent just in general conversation with strangers, there would be so many guesses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, well, I'm telling you, I think that's when you walk in with the 8 beers deep. Then you walk into the golf show.
And then we really are drawn to you.
Yeah, because apparently there's 2 women there.
Yeah.
There's 2 women without men. There were other women there, but no men. So,
They were chaperones, the other women.
Yeah, chaperones.
I wonder if just, like they have gyms just for women. Would there be a golf show just for women to take all the idiots out of there?
I mean, maybe I should start that. That would be cool.
There you go, Gina.
Well, as we did the podcast, I found it illuminating that Gina, you experienced it, but we're talking about people that women are not comfortable golfing.
Yeah, that's wild.
So I wasn't aware of that as a thing.
I think it's just because we weren't allowed on courses for a long time.
Sure.
So it kind of, I think it is a male. Obviously, it's still a male dominated industry. Right. So like the people running the golf clubs, the people taking care of the golf courses, like all that is still very male. So I think when it comes to appealing to women, it's just been a really slow curve. But I think most courses, like obviously they recognize that there is a large subsect of the population that really wants to golf, wants to learn, wants to be part of like business meetings on the golf course, because the last thing you want is to just be like, oh yeah, I don't golf, and then suddenly you're not getting a promotion. There's that aspect of it,
right?
But it's just been a slow it's been slow to like attract women to the game. I think mostly like the women who have husbands that golf and then they end up golfing. I think there's like a lot of women like that, and then they join women's leagues. But attracting women it just has a bad sort of like stigma. They're like, are we even allowed to go? I don't know. We're gonna get a lot of comments. And then they hear me on this podcast and they're like, see, I'm gonna get comments.
Well, I think now that there's one left-handed lady that all the barriers have been taken down. That was the last one. That is it.
Yeah. I mean, she is white, but yes.
Right. There you go. I mean, that is a whole other
well, yeah, when it comes to affluent white women, tennis has done a much better job of integrating them than golf somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to Hispanic women, both sports have done a poor job. But we're getting there.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Condoleezza Rice? She was the only woman allowed
at Augusta, I think.
She was the first female member, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was not that long ago, like maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
Condoleezza Rice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they just start allowing black people? Not long ago. Tiger Woods, maybe, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he was part of all that. They're like, well, I guess we'll allow Tiger. It's like, oh my god.
Well, they're like, listen, if we allow black people, we got to allow women at some point.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
so
when
like,
Tiger, when Tiger first won in '97, I think it was '97, he won the Masters. Do you remember the quote from Fuzzy Zeller? I think
I do.
The next year, the infamous quote. He said, because the whoever wins the Masters the next year gets to pick the menu for the champions dinner. And Fuzzy Zeller was interviewed, and he said, "I just hope that boy doesn't choose chicken and waffles, or something like, or chicken and grits, or something like that.
Fried chicken and collard greens.
And collard greens, yeah, something like that." It was like, oh, Jesus
he called him a boy, though. He didn't call him a boy.
He said that boy. He said that boy.
That's wild.
Yeah,
because he could have, if he just went with fried chicken and collard greens, he could have been like, "This is just that's a decent guess." But if you're starting it off with boy, I'm like, oh, come on, man. Or maybe like chicken and biscuit and gravies or something. Like, you'd be like, I just thought he probably liked chicken and biscuit and gravy, But Fuzzy, well, what is it? He's a South African, no?
No,
he's American.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry to throw them under the bus.
Remember when Mike Weir won and Fuzzy Zeller was all like, "Oh, it's gonna be all maple syrup and poutine next year."
Goddamn lefties.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
that lefty boy.
Yeah, that lefty boy.
In fairness to Fuzzy, he had a lot of dietary requirements. It was more on his mind.
I don't know why you're coming on the side of Fuzzy.
Yeah, this is your second attempt to come on the side of Fuzzy in this story. That's the weird part.
Yeah. He had IBS, for Christ's sake. He was shitting his pants. That guy had to wear 3 pairs of pants every time he played a tournament, for Christ's sake.
I didn't bring it up.
Do you actually know who he is?
Fuzzy, I thought he was a South African, for one. But that as
you seem to know his dietary restrictions.
Yeah, you thought he was a South African pant shitter. Not the most accurate description.
That's South African that shits his pants, right? No, that is not. It seems inaccurate. I'm like, he does shit his pants, though. I don't know. Okay, maybe not South African, but I thought it was common knowledge. I don't know. Anyway, the man's, he was sponsored by Imodium, for fuck's sakes. You remember his hat, Imodium?
Just Pepto-Bismol.
Oh yeah, the pens. The guy had the whole thing.
We're all pink.
Yeah.
Either way, great guy.
Oh yeah,
not
misunderstood.
Not so much.
Misunderstood.
Yeah.
Misunderstood. He was a misunderstood racist. His racism was primarily culinary, but it was certainly there.
I have to tell a stand-up story. This has nothing to do with golf, but I just need to share this story with you three. As I said, I'm hosting all week at Absolute Comedy. Wednesday night was the amateur night. You never know what you're going to get with amateurs. Some of them are really excited, and this is the biggest night of their month, and others are completely ill prepared and whatever. But anyway, show was going great. We had 7 amateurs and then the headliner. I brought up all 6 amateurs, and it was about to bring on the last amateur. And so we're well into the show. If you've never even done absolute comedy before, you know there's a very specific path to get to the stage. But if you just watch the comedians who are going to the stage, you can pretty easily figure out the path. So I intro the guy who's on 7th, and I know where he's sitting. He's sitting in the back, and he just keeps sitting there, and he doesn't move. And I'm like, would you like to come on the stage? And he gets up, and for Dale and Monty's purposes, he's upstairs, he walks down through the middle, the curtain is closed, and tries to come to the stage from the middle of the room, which does not work.
Did he walk over a table?
He was trying to. So then he goes back up the stairs and then slowly walks his way down and finally comes down and to the stage. And so I'm on stage. It's awkward silence for like 2 minutes. And I'm trying to be like, what do I do here? Do I do bits? Do I like, so I don't want to make fun of him. I don't want to, but whatever. And he proceeds to get on stage and was telling the most incoherent material I've ever heard in my life. Not like no jokes, no punchlines. He was literally like, you go in McDonald's and the girl is like this, and you're like, I don't want that. And then you go over to the place, and then like it was that for 7 minutes to dead silence. Dead silence. Finally, after 7.5 minutes, he's getting the light. He goes, well, 7 minutes of death. And that gets a laugh. But I think it was more like a sympathy laugh. Like the audience was like, oh, that's something kind of funny. But he doesn't get off stage. He just keeps going. Oh, no. And the lights are like shining and the managers are going crazy. And finally they were like, Nick, you got to go get him. And I was like, are you serious? And they're like, yep. So I had to walk to the stage and be like, okay, you're done. I'm sorry. And he like left, and the crowd was just looking at me like, what is happening? What is this? We ended up turning the show around, and it was fine, and the headliner had a good set. And then afterwards, I went up and I apologized to him because I was like, I'm sorry that I had to do that, but like he was on for 10 minutes at that stage when I took him off. He was meant to do 7. And he was like, I was like, you weren't seeing the light, and so I had to kind of take you off. And he was like, what light? I'm like, no, like the light that we get, like you have to look for the light. He's like, oh, do comedians do that? They have to like look for light. And I was like, oh my God, this guy has no idea. No,
he's not serious about
no. It was wild. That was it. That's the story. It was just insane.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this guy as an opener.
I'll connect you, Monty.
Oh, but yeah, that kind of chaos.
Did
he leave in the right direction, or did he go into the audience?
No, I think he left on the right direction, but he was just sort of baffled by everything.
Curtains, walks straight to the wall.
Yeah. I've seen a lot on amateur night, but I've not seen that. I've seen bombs, like I've seen people like, I won't say who, like bomb epically on like a pro case or something and not get a single laugh, but I've never seen that degree of just everything was a bomb. Getting to the stage was a bomb. The material was a bomb. Everything was a bomb.
Getting to stage.
Yeah.
Which was the more awkward walk? Him going to the stage or Gina and her friend walking through the golf show? What'd you say?
Get these ladies out of here. What are they, ladies now? What's going on? I'm like, who are these guys?
I think my walk to the stage was more awkward than his walk to the stage, because me walking to the stage knowing I had to hook somebody was just like, oh, I don't know how to do this. This is rough.
I wish you had a cane.
I know.
Yoink.
And you made that sound.
Yoink. Well, it was either that or we were debating backstage like whether going on the microphone and saying, okay, you're done. And we were debating what is the worst way to do it. What is the worst thing? And they determined that the worst thing was going over the mic and saying, you're done.
Yeah, I like you coming to the stage. Also, like, I think I would have really made fun of the guy, but like just like lightheartedly, I think there's
I actually made fun of the audience, and that actually worked. Because what I did is I said, "You guys are assholes for laughing when he said 7 minutes of hell."
That's
I'm
fun.
like, "You're all just dickheads." And then that kind of like they were kind of relieved, and then I went and did some material and kind of got them back. But yeah, it was wild. It was crazy.
I think
Anyway.
you
I
did a
would
good job.
have definitely made fun of him on the walk. Because
Right.
I'd be like, this
I
is,
know.
I imagine
Yeah.
I've never seen this kind of anticipation before an amateur night. This guy's, you know, like somebody.
But just imagine sitting in the audience for an entire show for like a good, I'll say at that point, like hour-long show, and seeing everybody walk to the stage and then just having no clue on how to get to the stage.
No, this guy
That's
sounds
bananas.
like mentally divergent.
Yeah, he's next week's guest, actually. We're going to have guests again on the podcast.
Nice.
He's really into golf. Yeah.
That's right. That's awesome. Wow, that's wild, buddy. Well, did he have an explanation for what happened?
Zero.
Did you talk
No
to him
explanation.
afterwards?
I did. I apologized, and he was just like, as I said, he was baffled that there was a light, and he was like, yeah, no, it just I didn't ask him, but I have a feeling he had never done stand up once before because there was nothing prepared, and it's not like he had notes. Even as someone who's their first time who like brings a notebook on stage, you're like, okay, I get that. Not really supposed to, but he had nothing. He was just rambling,
You're not
but
supposed to.
you're not supposed to have notes on stage.
People don't like it.
I mean, people don't like it, but who the hell
I
cares? don't
frankly, I
understand
do it. I do it, Gina.
I
Like
don't-
since the
Yeah.
pandemic, I do it.
Deborah DiGiovanni does it, and she's
Yeah.
funnier than 99.9%
Yeah.
of anybody
Oh, I
who's
love her.
doing comedy. So
Maybe like half the time
Yeah.
I'll keep it in my back pocket, but sometimes, especially when I'm hosting, because I'll blank on people's names that are coming up. So
course.
if I'm hosting, I have my notebook out, and I've only ever had one audience member be like, you know, that's really unprofessional, you having a notebook on stage. And I'm like, then come and try to fucking do this then.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly.
Oh, it's really well. For me, it's just to stay on topic. I like to keep
Sure.
one because especially if I'm doing new jokes, I'll forget what they are, and then
yeah,
I'll be
I
like,
definitely bring a sheet
you know.
if I'm doing new jokes.
yeah, and I'm like, well, at least this way I'll stay on topic, and I won't just divert to doing something that I know, something else. And what's the point of that?
but some clubs do like give you shit if
Yeah.
you bring notes on stage.
They don't like it. People don't like it. But that guy should have had some notes regarding
Yeah.
English, or I would have asked him why his words didn't go together like other people's words go together. I'm like, your words don't go together the same way that other people go together. It's like they're more avant-garde or whatnot. Why?
I feel like that's complimentary to say avant.
Yeah, I would say that.
Well, yes, definitely.
Generous.
It's definitely smoothing it out a little bit. You sound like a babbling idiot. Is there a particular reason why? Oh, I meant avant-garde. I'm sorry.
I don't know if we've asked Gina this. Gina, have you ever done straight stand-up?
Yeah.
No, not straight stand up, but I've hosted comedy nights before.
Oh, you
so
have.
I make people laugh. But
Do you go up with prepared material when you host, or do
sometimes,
you?
yeah, I'll like think of a bit beforehand.
Interesting.
Like something I keep coming back to, like a sort of through line. So in between acts, I'm talking about something, or I like plan for it. But
Interesting.
That's pretty much stand up.
I thought your little Jeep sketch there that you did was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like doing stuff like that. But
I thought about
do
the time when you were living in a Jeep. But I didn't see that.
Well, yeah, I still need to write off my Jeep as like a work expense, So.
As a house expense, for God's
Yeah,
sake.
right. Yeah. No, I was thinking like a Jeep is like part of an extension of my home that I use for work, or like.
Oh, do you have auto insurance or do you have home insurance for the Jeep? Which do you have?
I have both.
Yeah, Capital Direct. Would you ever strive to do stand up? Do you want to do like a 5-minute stand up spot?
I would love to actually but the thing I don't want to do is start caring about it, and then I have yet another avenue that I care about, and I'm trying at, and it's hard, and I'm grinding. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Oh, and if you think dudes are awkward at the golf show, wait till you go to do a stand-up night with a bunch of fucking amateur guys.
Exactly.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, you're gonna run to those 75-year-old golf assholes. These are some of these goddamn incels that are at open mics. Oh my God.
Well,
don't worry, Gina. I'll come out as well to normalize the evening for you.
That should tell you a lot. Monty's considered one of the normal comedians.
Yes,
We
I
should
truly am.
I think I'm sure we talked about this, but why don't we do a show? Why don't we book like Comedy Bar East? We can have Gina host, and then three of us do a little stand up set. That would be fun.
Sure, we can.
That'd be super fun. I'd be
Yeah,
down
absolutely.
for
I
that.
like stand up.
All right.
Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I also like
sometimes.
doing it. Yeah,
I'm bringing notes though.
I'm bringing no notes, and I'm not putting sentences together anymore. I'm just going to say random
Yeah.
words one at a time.
And don't even try to guess how I'm going to get to that stage. I am coming from a direction that no one sees coming.
that that is amazing. You know what would be good actually though? I'd like to do this maybe for a show. I don't steal it from me, guys. If there's some sort of stuff on the stage, be lying in a pile of rubble or whatever, and wait until just stay there for much of the evening, and then if you're headlining, you get out of the pile of rubble.
That's why you bought the camo golf shirt. That you just want to you want to lie in some grass and then
hide in plain sight until it's time to get up.
Am I making this up, or did Jim Carrey hide in a piano once or something like that?
I didn't see that.
I might be making it up, or someone told me that happened one time. There was a piano on stage, and either he finished his set and he crawled in the piano and stayed there for the rest of the night.
Damn.
Or he started there and came out of it when he was introduced or something.
Wow.
Which I don't know how much room is in a piano. I've never. Gina, you play piano. Could a person fit in a piano?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'd like to try now that you said it.
Gina's looking for a new home.
Yeah.
Gina's coming out of pianos. Yeah.
Ever since the flood, she's looking for alternate housing.
Could a piano float if there's another flood? Could a piano?
That can be your first album as a comedian, straight out of a piano.
Yeah.
So Gina, we do a show. You're the MC.
Yeah.
We ask you to do like 5 minutes off the top before you bring, let's say, me on first. What do you prepare material? Do you go up? Do you just wing it? Like
I would prepare material, but I would try to keep it like loose for myself.
I see. Would you be nervous?
No, I shouldn't say no, but I've emceed enough, right? I'm an MC, and I'm and I've hosted comedy nights, so I think I wouldn't be nervous, but I'm also like, because I did improv and stuff, like used to things like not hitting, and I'm not afraid of like failing a little bit, but because I think at the end of the day, my like broadcast and emceeing skills would smooth it over. So even if like a joke didn't work, I would just know to move on.
So it wouldn't be like when you're playing golf with a designer of a course and you're making jokes constantly about the course. Who put a tree there? Stuff like that.
The thing I faced sometimes, like emceeing charities, or like even my friends' weddings and stuff, it's like I have a very sarcastic, dry sense of humor, and sometimes I push a little too hard, and so I think a comedy venue is better suited to me. Yeah,
that's good.
That'd be really fun. I would like to try to do 5 straight minutes, though. I mean, that's different than just like doing an intro and then moving on.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than you'd be used to, but yeah, that's going to help a lot in your experience.
Yeah. I mean, I
think in a comedy venue, if you ever feel like if you want to drop something dry on them, I try to allude to them being worthless bastards as much as I can, and that usually, it sets a tone of like, this guy doesn't really like us. I gotcha.
That's like Joe Coy from the Golden Globes. You guys saw that? Oh my gosh!
I didn't see everyone a worthless bastard.
See, I think the problem there, it's like, his jokes weren't great, but the biggest issue was him not being able to recover in between. Like, that's where the professionalism comes in. And I don't know what you guys think about this, but like, your jokes can be not great, but if you're like he started devolving in between, just being like, my writers wrote that.
Yeah, he threw his writers under the bus. That's crazy to me.
He's just like, whatever, guys, I just got the gig. Like, he got really defensive. And it's like, you can like charm people, you can chat, you can like relax, and like, okay, so your jokes didn't hit perfectly, but like, I think it's how you deal with it.
Yeah, for sure. You could do a lot of, you could talk about how you're bombing, especially if you're, he's only coming on every once in a while, right? He doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
He's not doing a full set, right? I'm assuming he emceed it.
Well, at the start, I mean, he
At the
has to do
start.
probably
Oh.
about 10 to 15 off the top, so it's a bit of a
Yeah.
monologue kind of thing.
I mean, that's a
Yeah.
high pressure gig.
Yeah,
It
I guess
shows
so.
how hard that is to be
Yeah.
standing up there in front of the entire industry.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
the Golden Globes
That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's for movies, right?
It's for everything,
and
isn't it?
TV, movies and TV.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I called a woman the C word last night on stage. I've never done that before. It was a lot of fun, and she liked
You
it.
called her Carol?
Yeah, Carol, and she had a name tag on, so that's how I knew to say it. But she took it like I'm not usually not that aggressive. She was just being very loud and obnoxious, kind of, and I said it, and everyone laughed, and she laughed too. And then she referred to herself as said keyword, C word later, so it worked out.
That's
There
a
you
good
go,
woman.
buddy.
Yeah.
Job.
I remember once I
like
called
it.
a table of women that,
Yeah.
and I actually got an applause break.
Did
It
you?
was when I was young and charming. As you
I
can
gotta
tell from me
say-
calling that.
I got to say, Daryl, that headshot that is of you in absolute is remarkable. I got to take a photo of that. Maybe I'll post that on Instagram later. That's it. The hair is flowing. You look young and innocent and
It's
hot.
not that long ago. That's the funny part.
Really? Wow.
No, it's it's from the 2000s. It's from
Yeah.
the mid 2010, 2011.
I'll take a
Something
photo.
That
like
of
that.
headshot? Really?
Yeah, the old headshot that people still use. That's the one where I think I don't know if I told the story here before, but so yeah, on that podcast, I mean that podcast, I headshot I'm probably about 20 pounds lighter
Hmm.
with long hair.
Yeah.
And
Long hair.
Long
Yeah,
blonde
yeah.
hair. Yeah.
yeah, and
Where?
maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, someone used it for a gig, and I've had short hair for the last 10 years or something, and I put on an extra 20. At that point, I probably put on about 40 pounds. But I walked in, and the organizer of the show literally went, "Oh, I feel like I've been catfished."
Stop.
And I was like, "Oh, that makes me feel good going into this show."
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
that's a start.
And then she brought it up with the other people. Doesn't it? He doesn't look anything like his pictures, isn't it? Seem like we've been
Are you
we've been
serious?
catfished. And I was just telling her, can we stop saying the word catfish? Like, I had nothing to do with which headshot they used, but
Oh my god.
yeah, it was
Wow.
so bad.
Daryl,
That's
wild.
I know how you felt though, because I was part of an acting class once, and the acting teacher was like, bring in your headshots, let's look at everyone's headshots, and we'll kind of like audit them, like break them apart, like are they good matches for you, blah blah blah. So I bring in my headshot, and he like, I'm really dressed down in the class, and I'm pretty dressed up in the shot, and he like looks at it and he goes, ha, you wish.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, well, no, like when I have my hair done and makeup on, like I'm not like I think I look like that. I just started defending myself.
Wow.
You wish.
Wish to
Jesus
my own
Christ.
face. Yeah.
Was he
Is this-
suggesting you brought a picture of a different woman?
He's suggesting that like I wish that I would look like that, but I don't
But
actually.
it's you.
Yeah,
Is-
I know. It was like so, but it's the Daryl thing that he's talking about. It's the
Yeah.
same
Is this
thing. It's
kind of like where guys think if they're jerks to women, they'll get laid? Is this what he was trying to do?
He was naming
Maybe.
you? Yeah.
or
Yeah.
more money, because some acting teachers are like, we'll rip them apart and build them back up. You know, that kind of mentality. Make her feel
I
terrible
can-
about herself and like she needs me.
I can tell you, Daryl's headshot does look like him, although he does look, he looks different. But I mean, it does. It's not like
Yeah, it's him.
catfishing.
Yeah.
I mean, you do look like that picture reminds me of. You look like a guy who's a young man who's doing quite well in Narnia. You look like an elf that's about town. You know what I mean? Like this guy is, you know, he's
He's
doing
one of the,
quite well.
One of the top elves.
Yeah, one of the top elves.
Uh,
I'm looking
I
this up.
think the catfish was the better comment.
No, you have an elven quality in that photo. There's
An
no doubt about
elephant quality. Is that what you said?
that. No, elven.
Elven.
Oh,
The elves.
Yeah, there it is.
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on YouTube now, everyone. You can see the photo. Isn't that great?
That's
Yeah,
like
what a-
an
what a
album
looker.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That was, yeah, 2009, 2010. That was actually taken in Trinity Bellwoods
Oh, there
in
you
the
go.
park.
Yeah.
I was sitting
Very
on a
nice.
table or something as it was taken, or chair. I can't remember.
Hmm.
It was so long ago. Yeah. So
Well, I don't think your face looks any different. I think the hair is drastically different, so maybe that's part of it. And also just like the look, like you give off something different in that photo than you give off in real life.
sexiness, you mean? That's now picture that, you and your friend walking into the golf show and that guy just running away from you.
Hair flowing in the wind.
Yeah.
You look coy in that photo.
Like
And-
Joe Coy?
Yeah. Middle earthishness.
Thank you.
What does that strike a nerve, Daryl? You're like, God damn it! If another man calls me an elf, I've had enough of this goddamn shit.
No one in my whole life has ever called me an elf. I can honestly
No,
say
no.
that.
Well, there are some of the most attractive people in the mystical worlds.
Are they?
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Kidding.
Thank you for
You
that
know, it's a
compliment.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean it's just you gotta a certain amount of Middle Earth to you in that picture. I think.
You do look small, like you look shorter in the for some reason. You look like a short
Well,
guy.
it's taken above me.
Yeah.
I think that.
Because you're like tall, right?
No, I'm not tall. I'm like just under 5'11". Like literally 5'10" and 3/4 or something like that. So
Wow.
definitely not considered tall.
Mm.
Oh, buddy, you can round that one up.
It's-
Just go 5'11". Who's gonna call you on that?
Oh my God, a friend of mine one time, we were like literally in the same room together having a beer, and we talked about, he's like, me and you are the same height, and I was like, no, I'm actually taller than you. He's like, no, we're both 5'8". I'm like, I'm 5'11" almost, and he's like, you're not five. Don't ever try to tell someone you're 5'11" because you are not 5'11". And I was like,
Jesus.
what? And I honestly kind of started to believe him. Like, did I lose 3 inches? Like, I don't understand. Like, and then when he was standing up, I was like looking right into, like, I was so much taller than him. I was like, what are you talking about?
So the measurements were correct, except for his.
yeah.
You know, he was coming in at 5'8".
Yeah, I don't know if, yeah, it was weird. I was taller than him for sure, but
Well, that is well, because who the hell's gonna call you on 3/4? I mean, like, what the if I told someone I'm like 5'7", like, you're actually 5'6" and 4/5, I'd be like, what are we building a space laser based on my fucking measurements? What the hell are you talking about?
I think for me, there's I hate something that's always driven me nuts is that I'm shorter than my dad was.
Oh,
Now,
interesting.
you're not supposed to be shorter than your father, I don't
Right.
think. That's
Mm.
not fair.
I never
It depends
thought
on your
about
mother.
Hmm?
It depends on your mother.
Well, my mother wasn't a short woman.
Well, then
And
I
her
think
brothers were taller than my dad. So what the hell happened? I don't understand. My brother's 6'3", for God's sakes. Why didn't
Mm.
He's not even 6'2" and 3/4. He's 6'3".
Wow.
Well, my dad is your height, but my mom was 5 foot tall.
Yeah, my mom wasn't.
Difficult to
Elf
surpass my dad on that. I tried to dunk over him, could not. Failed.
Did he give you a little finger away?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
that's the
he's
story of me being catfished. We can close
Oh,
this
that was
chapter of
great.
my life.
That was great. Thank you, Daryl.
Gaslighting you all over the place, Daryl. You guys
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a day.
Oh, yeah.
like
Stuff
you're not who you think you are.
If you know what a low opinion I have of myself, that's hard to, to knock me down from that.
Well, that's wild. I
Well, I'd
But,
love to see you guys this weekend. I think
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna come
coming?
on Saturday.
On
Tomorrow.
Saturday?
all
Awesome.
right.
Yesterday. I'm sure it was great.
We can all pose with my headshot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do.
Kidding me?
Actually, that's a great idea.
That's funny.
I actually have about, I think it's 8 years now of every time I've been at the club, I take a picture with your headshot.
Really.
I'd say I've got 600 or 700 of those pictures. I'm gonna put it together for I don't know, maybe when we make 2030 or whatever. I'm gonna put it together in a what do you call that? A kaleidoscope? What do they call those things? Calendar, moving calendar.
Ah, I see.
Do you know what's a weird thing? Absolute Comedy doesn't. They use something that's not even my headshot, and it's literally the promotional shot for when I did my Comedy Now in 2001.
Oh, really?
And they use that in Ottawa, which
No
I'm
way.
very confused about.
It sounds like you need to do a new headshot session,
I have
Daryl.
new headshots for like 2020. It was during the pandemic I got a new headshot taken that I use.
just
Yeah,
make
but
sure
no one
they
ever
just-
uses it.
They
not up
sometimes
to me.
use, for me, they sometimes use a photo Manolis Ontanos took of me in a comedy condo in Windsor. And it's not a headshot. It's not even high res. It's just a
And you
photo
were
of me.
asleep at the time?
Yeah, basically. But the Absolute just uses that sometimes.
What's a comedy condo?
Like usually when you go to out of town to do a show, some clubs will have a condo that you stay in.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All the
If
condos.
everything, we all get drunk, we can all stay at the comedy condo in
Sure.
Toronto this weekend because
You can. I'm here.
Nick's got the keys.
Yeah.
He's staying
Oh,
there.
so
On
even
the way.
that's
You're staying there, Nick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's been
forget
fun.
about it.
Oh, he's been balling all weekend. So many
Oh, buddy.
broads. Whoa, look out.
Oh, great. Amy listens to this. There's no broads. Amy, I'm sorry.
Rods.
Don't listen
He's
to
been
Daryl.
using my picture, walking around Young and Eglinton with my picture stapled to his head.
Yeah. And people are like, no,
Looking
you're
up at
people are like, you're catfishing me. That's not you.
You have a framed picture
What?
taped to your head. I guess like this
Why is he looking up all the time? I don't understand.
is that just me or do you have a framed picture on your face, bro? But yes, I am interested.
I'm not. I feel like he's trying to catfish us.
No, I'm looking forward to the show because this comes out after the show, but I think this will be the first time I've emceed with both of you on the show.
No,
really?
No,
Yeah.
no.
No,
that's
I
not
middled
true at
when
all.
we were in Kingston. I was middling.
No, you MC'd at Toronto, and did Monty headline with UFC?
Oh yes, my birthday.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah, okay. I
We'll
was
treat
dead wrong.
tomorrow night as your birthday.
Okay.
I
sounds
might
good.
even leave the car at home.
Wow.
Interesting. Don't forget about it. You kidding me?
Right on
Yeah.
the subway line, right?
Yeah, but the
Oh, yeah.
subways. Did I? Oh man, I was on the subway for the first time in a long time last week, and first of all, there was a giant homeless guy sexually harassing every woman
Oh, good.
that didn't even come near him. He just went to them.
Yeah.
He would be
you don't
like
have-
holding on to the bar and like gyrating in their faces, and he was so
Jesus.
big that every other guy, we're all just standing there going, "Whoa, what do we do?" Because he's so
Good.
big, like he's massive, like. And then, literally, as I'm watching him do that, I look beside me, and there's a guy putting like drugs into like a pipe, not hash or pot, smoking what's either crystal meth or
Crack.
it was
Yeah.
crack right on the train.
Jesus Christ.
And then on the way home, another homeless guy with a giant boom box was walking through, and then he stops right in front of me and puts it down. And then he's rapping along, and he just starts making up his own lyrics about how he wants to kill white people as he stared at me. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think the subway's meant for me anymore. I don't think I'm a subway guy anymore.
I don't think this is the better way.
No, no,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
it was not fun.
Damn.
I don't know what line are you taking, the L train through the Bronx or some shit.
Scarborough?
The shut down Scarborough line. Just riding it.
They don't
No,
have
I'm
too
just
many
taking the old,
homeless people
the
in
old
Scarborough.
1, 2. What's the one that goes across Bloor? Danforth.
Yeah,
There's only
the
two
green one.
numbers, and I don't know either
Yeah.
of them.
There's a third number, isn't it? The way up off of Shepherd, that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, that's maybe I don't go numerically. I just go green. The Bloor line.
But you take the Bloor line. That things like that don't happen to you. It's because you
No.
look like you're from some country no one can figure out.
Well,
With that weird
there's
accent of yours.
No, I've not seen it. Sometimes you see, obviously some mentally ill people, but I didn't. I actually tried to help an old man, but it turned out he was just being mentally ill because
You
he's
can
like at
still
the top
help
of the.
those people, Monty, just so you know.
No, but I was like, but he didn't.
Nah.
I was coming out of the station with this big, like a
You
whole bunch of
catfished
steps.
Monty into believing there was something
Nah.
wrong with him.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know you were a mental man. He's like, I had my headphones and it was like, yo, can somebody help me? Can somebody help me? And I was like, yo, you need some help? And he's like, nah.
Monty reading the signs.
Yeah. I was like, yo,
How'd
you
you
want some
know?
help? No, because he was at the
Monty's
top
a
of the steps
trained
with a cane.
professional.
Oh yeah. He's at the top of the steps with a cane. I thought he was just the one guy who needs a hand down these steps. But maybe I was too aggressive. Maybe I was like, I'll give you a hand down the steps.
Then you shoved him.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But he's like, no, he called me off.
Few people know this, but Monty does moonlight as a personal support worker just in his spare time.
Yeah, yo, what the hell's the matter with you? All right?
And then what happened? You tried to help him down, and what happened?
No, he said he didn't need help. He was just mumbling. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And I was like, oh,
I
okay.
think
I
Nick
didn't know
did
this
an
was
open mic with him
rhetorical.
the other night.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't know this was a rhetorical cry for help. All right, fine.
That guy just has a hard time going anywhere, just
Yeah.
getting to places. He just struggles.
Spatially confused.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, man.
Imagine if that amateur comic was just like, help, like from the
And Monty comes bursting
Yeah.
through the doors.
Well, you need help?
Yeah.
I've heard
Yo, you need help.
and then
I'll
he's
help
like,
get you off
no.
this goddamn stage. Yeah.
It's like,
Here,
no, I
put
just
this
have
on-
mental health issues.
Put this on your face, and you hand him my headshot.
This'll help. No, charm him, you stupid bastard.
Oh man. Well, that's a good place as any to wrap it up, I think. That was a
say.
lot of good golf talk.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you, Gina, on
Yeah, it'll be
Saturday.
so
That'll be
good.
fun.
Oh, you're not looking
Yeah,
forward to
it'll be
seeing
a lot of
us?
fun.
Oh, of course. It goes without saying.
I don't know if Jeff can come yet, but I might bring
Okay.
someone else if he can. We'll see.
Oh, bring left-handed lady.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask left-handed lady.
Because Monty will sing to her all night long.
Left-handed lady.
Plus, I think her and I could make a scramble team. It'd be nice.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. There you
that's
go.
true.
Mm.
Thanks for listening and watching, everyone. Thanks, Comedy Records. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
God bless you. God bless you all.
That was what the late Henry Longhurst used to call the tradesman's entrance. Now, you know, it doesn't count as the tradesman's entrance if it goes in the side, only if it goes in the back.